Hey everyone, welcome back to Jag Arcade. I'm your host, Zach Todd.
And I'm Dallas Sheffield.
Today we'll be talking about all the free service games of October 2018 and later the hottest games coming out this week.
To start, we have the PlayStation Plus free games of the month. PS4 users will be able to play Friday the 13th the game and Laser League. PS3 users will be able to play Master Reboot and The Bridge. Now, Vita players will also have The Bridge as well as Rocket Bird 2 Evolution and 2064 read-only memories. You should also know that The Bridge, Rocket Birds, and 2064 are all available on PS4 with cross-buy.
Next, we have the Xbox games with gold. Xbox One users will have Overcooked starting now until October 31st, and Victor Vran starting on October 16th and going until November 15th. 360 users will get Stuntman Ignition from now until October 15th, and Hitman Blood Money from October 16th to the 31st. Both of these titles will be available for Xbox One as well.
Finally, we have the Twitch Prime free games of October. PC users are going to get Darksiders War Masters Edition, Soma, Sanitarium, and System Shock. Twitch Prime users can also get free golden loot boxes in Overwatch until October 8th, as well as free gear for PUBG until October 17th.
So what are you feeling about these free games this month?
Honestly, I'm really impressed with the Twitch Prime games. I think System Shock and Soma are a great 1-2 punch. They're very similar games, but they're also, in many ways, testaments to the evolution of gaming over the years.
I also like the choice of Darksiders.
That's absolutely,
a good one, especially because they're giving them the War Master Edition. And the thing I like about the Twitch Prime games is when you don't just get games like we were talking about. You get the Overwatch loot boxes, some gear in PUBG. And that's not something we really get from our other services, you know? Like, we get discounts, sure.
Yeah, it's certainly a net benefit to have those extra things. I'm just tangentially, I'm really impressed with Friday the 13th, the game on the PS4. It is being released for the PS4 free game of the month service several months after Dead by Daylight. Did you play that one?
Yeah, I played that one.
Very similar games, and I'm honestly really become a fan of the genre. I'm not a fan of multiplayer games. These games are awesome.
Yeah, these team or no team survivals.
Yeah.
One monster, one big bad versus like 7 kids, you know?
They're amazing. Friday the 13th, I was not that impressed with when it first came out. This game is rad.
But you know, it's a nice refresher to the like multiplayer stigma that we've had.
Yeah,
it's a new look at things, you know? Not the newest look, but it's there.
Oh yeah, Dead by Daylight, especially with all the DLC characters like the pig from Saw, Michael Myers from Halloween, Freddy Krueger.
Hellraiser's in it, right? I think.
I'm not gonna say whether or not he is. I have no idea, because I got those 3 DLCs and that's it. But those DLCs are awesome. I'm really hoping Friday the 13th can still pump out content in the wake of the recent lawsuit where the original writer of Friday the 13th received the rights to the franchise.
In comparison to the PlayStation games, I'm feeling kind of lackluster on Xboxes this month.
This is a weak month. I think we're going to be seeing more of these kinds of months where, like, Friday the 13th is a big game, but it's not a huge AAA game. We're getting into the holidays coming up. November and December are going to have, I think, much more substantial gains, because what do people do in November? They buy consoles during Black Friday. What do people do during December? They receive consoles for Christmas. We're going to be getting better games and bigger games coming up real soon. Keep your eye out for that, guys.
Yeah, I felt kind of lackluster about seeing Overcooked in there. Like, Overcooked's a great game.
Overcooked should have been free 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at. Was I feel like it's a great game, but it's not something that you should have as like your headliner title for free games. You know, like that's the one that they're sticking with right now. Is that? And Victor Vran, we were watching some gameplay for that earlier. Victor Vran, it could be fun.
Yeah, I never knew. I look up the gameplay video because it's almost hilarious. I've never seen a single-player MOBA.
Yeah, it plays just like a MOBA, but you can either do it by yourself or co-op with another friend. Not many friends, but one.
Yeah, one, just the one that you have. You know, no one else who wants to play Victor Vran.
We kind of hovered over Laser League for PS4. Have you seen any gameplay for that? It's like a...
I have it downloaded. I've not played it yet, though, because I've been so busy on Friday the 13th, the game. Yeah. But Laser League is next up on my list, as well as 2064, because I've seen I actually remember the first trailer for that when it came out, and I seriously want to get it just to see what it's like.
Yeah, I saw 2064, but I was really interested in Laser League just because it seems like it's trying A lot of people look at it and they're like, it's a Tron game. That's all it is.
Oh, I love Tron though.
I
The
do
Tron
love
game
Tron.
for like the Wii is one of the best, low key, one of the best Wii games ever. Tron is awesome.
The idea is awesome, and I do like the fact that they're trying to bring this this top-down sporty thing to this cyber realm. You know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's what I want to see in a multiplayer. Like that might be. I'm not really a big multiplayer guy, but I think that might be a multiplayer thing I'm going to get
Absolutely. We have run out of time on this segment. We will be right back after the break with this week's latest games.
Welcome back to Jag Arcade. Let's get into this week's newest titles.
To start off, we have Forza Horizon 4. The latest Forza racing experience is coming to the UK, where players can share a world inhabited by over 450 different cars, as well as the changing seasons. They really augment how you race. Forza Horizon 4 is out right now for Xbox One and PC.
Next, we have Mega Man 11. After 8 years, Mega Man is back with a whole new look, as well as new gear systems that allow you to boost your Mega Buster cannon or to do cool things like slow down time. Using these skills, players can customize their playstyles to defeat an all-new cast of robot masters. Mega Man 11 is available now for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Bad memories make the worst dreams. A genius of my caliber needs sleep to keep his brain in gear. Wait. That research from my youth. Yes! Now I'll show you light!
This is the prototype double gear system that Wily developed back at Robot University. If I install this into your circuits, you may be able to stop him. But it's dangerous. Double gear places great strain on robot systems.
I can take it, Doctor. I want to do this no matter the cost. Hook me up.
As you wish.
He'll drop you like a ton of bricks! Take that! You're
Face carcass down!
Can't lose now! Last chance!
Then we have Super Mario Party for the Switch. The first Mario Party title for the Switch is released this week. It is a very highly anticipated title for all Switch users. Super Mario Party is available right now for the Nintendo Switch.
Prepare for thrills and to use your skills. Invite your friends and family to the party anytime, anywhere on the Nintendo Switch system with the Super Mario Party game. Use your Joy-Con controllers in a variety of ways. Get your body moving to match the action on screen and to move up in the competition. You won't believe how fired up you can get in each of these 80 new mini-games. Plus, there are some brand new modes for everyone to enjoy. Sometimes it's fun to get off the couch and feel the beat. So hit the dance floor and strike a pose in the soundstage. You'll march in a parade. And swing a bat. Whatever you do, don't skip a beat. Steal the show every time and prove who's got the moves. Congratulations. Four players must join forces in river survival. Row down the river by paddling the boat together. Pop a balloon and it's mini-game time. It's the first four-player co-op mode in the series. Work together by speaking up and combining your strengths. Your goal? Make it to the goal before time runs out. Connect two Nintendo Switch systems in clever ways to play in Toad's Rec Room. Choose how the screens line up for the ultimate in Koopa Shell Tank Warfare. Try not to go bananas as you line them up. And go head-to-head in a little game of Mini League Baseball. Up to four players can face off in a souped-up version of the original board game mode. Strategically navigate the board and collect the most stars from Toadette to win. You got a star. Compete in mini-games. Use an item to gain the upper hand. And if you're feeling risky, roll character-specific dice blocks. Epic party moments can spring up anywhere, so hone your strategy and come out on top. Partner Party is a 2-on-2 team board game mode with twice the freedom for twice the fun. Freely roam the board and secure victory. The team that works together wins together. A party of one can still have fun on Challenge Road. As the name implies, it's quite the minigame challenge. Overcome each minigame that stands in your way to win the day. In the first online minigame mode in series history, you'll compete in sets of 5 minigames. Flaunt those hard-earned skills in matches against friends and other players around the world. Super competitive, super fun, and super memorable every time you play. Party with your friends, your family, and Mario. Anytime, anywhere. Super Mario Party for Nintendo Switch.
Finally, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey. In the newest Assassin's adventure, take control of either Alexios or Cassandra, either of which are descendants of the Spartan king Leonidas I. AC Odyssey features an all-new skill system as well as bringing back mechanics such as notoriety and naval battles. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is available now for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
My son, you're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready. It carries with it a long line of power. Leonidas. He was Sparta's last true hero. The same blood courses through your veins, but it isn't enough to make you unite the people of Greece. For that, you will need courage.
For Sparta!
Cunning. Compassion. And commitment. The gods will not always be with you. Embrace this journey, my child, as this is your Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, available October 5th.
So how are you feeling about these new release titles?
Although a lot of the games look fantastic, AC Odyssey is not only the most anticipated game of the week, it has been my most anticipated game of the year since I played Origins last year. Origins was my game of the year last year. This looks like a easy contender for best game of this year. The only competition, probably Red Dead Redemption 2.
I agree with that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm really liking that Nintendo brought Mario Party up here.
I'm glad they did it before the holiday season, because a lot of times Nintendo releases major AAA titles closer to the holidays, like Smash Brothers for the Switch coming up. Yeah. But Mario Party is in a perfect position. We haven't had an awesome Switch exclusive in several weeks or months, and it's more than necessary to keep that Switch user base energized between major tentpole games.
Yeah, it's good that they're bringing it out now too, because when the holidays do come out, you're going to have a multiplayer game that the whole family can play. You know?
Yeah.
And we were talking about it that it utilizes the Switch's motion controls and rumble, as well as you can take individual Switch tablets, multiple Switches, and line them up together, and you can rearrange the game board as well as use that same dynamic for changing up mini games.
Which we've seen from Nintendo earlier in the Switch life cycle with the Labo system. Nintendo seems really interested in redefining how you play the video games they put out. And so it's not just, as intimate as just a controller. Now you're creating new things and new experiences and new ways of input for the games you're playing.
Yeah.
Back to Forza Horizon, I read hundreds of cars. I'm almost positive this is a record for the Forza franchise, and it might be a record for most cars in a console-exclusive racing game, because I don't think GT for the PS4 had nearly as many cars as this, which is, I think, a major monumental achievement. And that game's probably going to run incredibly well on Xbox One X.
Yeah. And like you said, they are adding this new weather system that's going to completely augment the game. And so if you've seen gameplay for it, there are some races that go by lakes or by mountains. And if you're playing those in the fall, you have to drive around the lake. But if you're playing in the winter, you can just drive right through that ice.
That really reminds me of the earlier in this console generation, racing games became very obsessed with dynamic weather, and it really crimped a lot of their performance. But with with Forza, they've always had some of the best optimized games for the Xbox One and Xbox One X, and this game is surely not going to be any exception. This is probably going to be, I'm not an Xbox One X guy, I don't have one, but games like this and the level of optimization they receive really impress me to no end. And I'm really glad that these kinds of games, these exclusive games, are available on the Xbox One X.
Yeah, I just want to add in there, the game's beautiful. It's amazing. It looks great. And I think that it's really just a visual treat to the Xbox users.
Absolutely,
as well as great gameplay. Because we don't really get many. I mean, the Forza franchise.
Forza is the only major racing franchise out right now that's doing anywhere close to good. Because let's face it, Drive Club is dead, and The Crew 2 was a nightmare. So this is as close as we're going to get.
And then we have Mega Man 11. How do you feel about Mega Man 11?
Mega Man 11, I'm interested in, but I'm more interested in that announcement that the developers have sold the movie rights, and we should be expecting a live-action Mega Man movie, because that's needed. Tomb Raider was so good, guys. We need more.
Yeah, you know, we had a bad dry spell of video game movies.
Oh yeah, we had several years where there were no bad video game movies. There were none at all, actually. And then like World of Warcraft came out and Assassin's Creed came out, and they didn't lose $1 bajillion. And so now we should expect bad video game movies until the day we die.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to Fortnite the movie.
I'm looking forward to Mega Man because I'm one of the only people who liked Mighty Number 9 for the PlayStation.
I don't think anyone disliked it. I think they were just disappointed in the lack of innovative features that it was promising.
I can understand that. I liked it as a fun game. It was a fun game for me to just sit down and casually play.
But no matter how you felt about it, we can all be happy that the king of those types of games is back with Mega Man for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
And they're changing it up. All new Robot Masters, gear sets. They're going to have all kinds of new mechanics that they're going to throw in there. They're even keeping some mechanics a secret because they don't want us to know about it yet.
Really?
Yeah.
You always like the secret treats whenever you're playing games. That wraps it up for this week of Jag Arcade. Tune in next week, same channel, Jag TV.